welcome the Vice President of the United States, California's own, Kamala Harris.
And hello to California Democrats. It is always good to be with our California family. We have all stood together over so many years and accomplished so much, and we all know there's still a lot to do. But I do want to thank you for all that you are, and I want to thank Rusty Hicks, Betty Lee. Thank you all for bringing us together today and always. And to everyone, thank you for showing up this year and every year. Before I begin, let me say a few words about the situation in Ukraine. The eyes of the world are on the brave people of Ukraine. They are fighting not just to defend their homes and their families, but their democracy and their freedom. As I said a week ago in Munich, Germany, and as President Biden has made clear continuously, we stand with our allies and partners and with the people of Ukraine. As an example of our alliance, I was just talking with Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis, and she mentioned recently and reminded me about the long-standing partnership between the California National Guard and the Ukrainian Armed Forces. And that is yet another example of how we have long-standing relationships and are united in our principles and in our purpose. And now here at home, our home, California, the most populous state, the fifth largest economy in the world, well, the solutions we advance become national models, and the candidates we elect set the standard for leadership. Back in September, I joined Governor Gavin Newsom at a campaign rally in San Leandro, and I outlined then what kind of leaders we as Californians want. We want leaders who have a vision of what is possible and a plan to then make it so. We want leaders who inspire, not divide, leaders who lift us up and not tear us apart, who move us forward, not take us back. November's election is 8 months away, and so much is at stake. And I know people ask, well, why should I vote? Why should they vote, they ask. And I tell them, I think we all do. Look what happens when you vote. In the 2020 election, because people turned out in record numbers, we have made incredible progress on a number of issues. Think about one of the major crises we've been facing, which is the pandemic, and the progress we made in vaccinating this state and our nation. Because people voted, we've gotten people back to work. We're rebuilding our infrastructure and working to cut everyday costs for families around our country. Because people voted, we have put an historic number of Black women on the federal bench, and soon we will put an extraordinary jurist on the United States Supreme Court. Her name is Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, and she will be the first Black woman to serve on the United States Supreme Court because of and thanks to the leadership of California's 2 senators, who both serve on the Judiciary Committee. Most recently, Senator Alex Padilla, and of course, a longtime leader and member of the committee, Senator Dianne Feinstein, who of course we are keeping in our hearts after the loss of her dear husband. And so as we work to confirm Judge Jackson, we know there is so much more that we can do together. Because people voted in record numbers, we are able to fight to protect the right to vote, a woman's right to choose, and the rights of workers and immigrants. And in California, we know the climate crisis isn't tangential, it's existential. And because you voted, we are fighting the climate crisis. We also know one more truth in California. Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Where leaders in states like Texas attack transgender children and their families, well, we heard President Biden declare in his State of the Union address that we will protect these children and their families so they can be themselves and reach their God-given potential. That's who we are. And that's why you vote, and it is why people voted. So it is not hyperbole to say what we do between now and November will determine our future. California Democrats, just like you did in 2018, the blue wave swept across our nation. Just like you did in 2020, you sent Joe Biden and me to the White House. And I know you can elect California Democrats up and down the ballot in 2022. I know you will protect our frontline members who are most vulnerable and expand our reach into new areas of our state. It won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. So I will close today by simply saying thank you. Thank you for all you do and for your steadfast support. Please know that the President and I are grateful for both the trust that you instill in us and the work that you do to move our nation forward. Take care.